What's poppin'? Yo, what's up, ladies and gentlemen? This is the first YouTube video ever made by Medardo Vazquez. Quick thing. When I say what's poppin', you say my skateboard, because I'm a skateboarder. What's poppin'? My skateboard. Because, I be doing kick flips, switch flips, nollie flips, fakey flips, all the basic flips. I'm working on the trays. I got them varios unlocked though. Magnifique. Now I know you're probably wondering, what the fuck going on? Like, this man's in a hospital gown and all that. I mean, it starts with a really funny story, actually. Oh my goodness. I am indecent. Haha. Whew, it sure does hurt to breathe. What was that one guy's name? There's this one dude who, he said I can't breathe. I think his name was Floyd. Fortunately, I remembered his name. Double entendre. What the you know about a double entendre? Excuse me, I have not gotten sleep in 23. I have not gotten sleep in the past 18 hours. And then right before then, I got some sleep, I just had surgery. Here, let me show you guys some stuff. By the way, PG-13 maybe? Okay, so your man's got shanked right there. Like right there. And then I got shanked right there. It was like, dude, it was nuts. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to assume that you are new to this. Like, you don't know me at all. So let's restart this. My name is Medardo Vazquez, but my real name is Medardo Chavez Jr. Vazquez Cruz. I don't know my dad. He got deported when I was approximately 2 years old, and I've been in America back and forth to Mexico each about a decade or so. Entonces, si está bien con ustedes, prefiero hablar en español, pero ¿sabes qué? The staple language is actually English. Entonces, lo que yo hago, me gustará hablar a los dos idiomas. Mejor si usted no entiende, a lo mejor alguien puede echar en the comment section or whatever, Bueno, esto es lo que está pasando. I myself have been a victim of a robbery, a victim of, whatchamacallit, brown on brown. I grew up in this place. It's a Mexican ghetto, right? It's called Copeland, exit 25. Some of my homies, some of my communities, they're like, 25, because they rep that 25. I'm gonna tell you the truth, is I don't know what the hype's about. I mean, it's where we from. It's where we grew up. I mean, I grew up in Mexico, but when I came to America, Copeland 25, that's where I did reside in for about a decade or so. Let me tell you about this Mexican ghetto. We call it a barrio. The nickname of this Mexican ghetto is also called Little Mexico. Because, Mexico is filled with a lot of drug, cartel. The shit that Donald Trump says about it, he's not that far off. Not everybody's bad. However, there are very notorious criminals who fit the description of exactly what Donald Trump says about Mexicans. And so we call it Little Mexico because we got little notorious criminals. But they're not well known. Nah, they're just little known in Little Mexico. So, what can I tell you guys? I'm a college student. I study business at Real Estate University. I'm studying to get my brokerage and real estate license. I think I'm gonna get it really, really soon. Like, I'm saying maybe even this month. It's awesome. Because then when I start flipping properties, I'm gonna be able to buy the block. Because, there's a lot of really privileged, well established financial money making men that buy up my block. Or are, if you're watching this, shout out to 5. Put in the comments, be like, to 5. Anyways, they buy up the block. They like my block is approximately like I don't know. Uh, it's probably a radius of 2 miles, or not radius. It's a circumference of like boop boop boop. Not even a circumference. It's a perimeter of 2 miles. 2 miles this way, 2 miles that way, 2 miles that way, 2 miles that way. If you do the math, I think the surface area is like 4 miles. I can't believe I used math to describe my block. That's crazy. That's cool. Anyways, uh, I want to buy, or not I want, I'm going to purchase that 4 mile block because there's so much privileged financial men that buy it and replace really, really monumental um, properties that mean so much to us. And when I say us, I refer to the minority group, the Mexicans, the blacks, the people who truly have nowhere else to be but that ghetto. Because thing is, it's located in this really suburban area, this really rich city called Sandy Springs. Sandy Springs has a little blip of chaos and evil. Sure enough, Little Mexico is that little blip. So, now that you've learned a little bit of a history of where my background is, you can see that me, college student, walking home from the store. There's a store called La Canasta, La Iguala. It wasn't too late if they're still open. It was like 10. And then the Santa Fe closes at like midnight. It's like they're literally like Mexican grocery stores. You can buy all your needs and all your spicy candies and all that jazz. So pretty much, yo poppin' skateboarder Medardo Vazquez. Walking with my skateboard, or my little brother's skateboard to be exact. Ow. Dude, I want to cough so bad, but it just hurts right here. Ah, sheesh. Ouch, ouch, ouch. Yeah, nah, I'm just gonna hold it in right there. Anyways, your mans was walking. Some guy by the name of Mario. Now, this guy's probably 16, 17 years old. He's a teenager. I think his name is Mario, because that's what the description of the... Anyways, his name's Mario. I don't remember exactly what his last name is. I don't know the guy. I don't know any of these guys. He pulls out a shank, and he's like, run your shit, nigga. Like, his words. I wouldn't say I'm not black, I'd say vato, ese, carnal, compa, shit like that. But his words, he was like, run your shit, nigga. And I was like, shit you not? I walked past this fool. I didn't care. I didn't pay no mind. Like, literally, like I said, I'm a college student. I don't smoke. Don't get me wrong, the barrio, I've done shit here and there, but I ain't me no more, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get out of the hood. I ain't trying to be with the shits, even though I'm in the shits. So I pass him. One of his other homies, I don't know, maybe it might be a guy named Edwin or something. He socks me in the face. I don't know if you can see some shit. I don't know. Anyways, they sock me in the face. And then I'm like, oh, what the fuck? Next thing I know, some other dude grabs a hold of me. And then this one guy named Beckham, Bibiano, they start wailing on me, bruh. Like, the thing is, bruh, I know none of them. None of them. I may know their names because I heard it. I don't know any of them. Next thing I know, I get shanked here. And some dude, I think his name was Andy or whatever, he tries to steal my little brother's skateboard, but I'm holding on to that shit. And like, the thing is, I look good. Like, I'm saying I wore button-up, suspenders. Like, I'm over here looking like I'm about to buy the barrio. But they're over here thinking that I have some shit to offer, bro. My mom has issues paying utilities, you know what I'm saying? Like, she couldn't afford the Wi-Fi bill. The water cut off a little bit. And there ain't no shame in that, bro. We in la pobreza, bro. We living in the Mexico ghetto, bro. That says a lot about your financial income. So my mom, having issues, me helping her in the ways I can, just being a college student. They try to rob someone who's negative. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't even got the money and stuff like that. Not yet though. Like soon though, we about to blow up financially speaking, of course. And they try to rob me, but I don't think they try to rob me. They don't know me. They don't know what I have. Nada. Later on, I later found out, like through overhearing, because I'm over here while I'm getting my ass beat, getting my ass handed to. Fucking Beckham pulls out a strap type shit. And I'm over here like, damn. I'm just taking this shit. Taking a bop, bop, boo, two. Taking all the punches. Que me resbalan ahí. In the fucking carretera and shit. In my own apartments. Like, I'm literally 300, 500 feet away from my door building. Next thing I know, they started asking me about this guy named Chris or whatever, and I'm over here telling them, I don't know who the fuck you talking about. I don't know who the fuck you talking about. I don't know. Like, I'm just repeating my sincerity, and then finally they're like, man, leave him alone, bro. I think he actually a civilian or some shit. And they fucking dipped. Whoa. I don't know if they dipped. I just know the moment they let go of me, I ran. I hit the dash. I'm over here. I'm bleeding out. I'm like, oh, fuck. Get to my crib. Call 911. I'm like, yo, I need an ambulance right now. I just got shanked. And they on their way. And I'm out here shouting, Mommy. And I'm over here like, yo, hey, Edgar. That's my little bro. Like, Edgar, bro. Wake up, Mom, right now. Wake up, bro. And Edgar's like, he confused. He's like, yo, what the fuck? Yo, Medardo, what the... Like, you was literally going to the store. You would say you was going to be in like 5 minutes. He's confused, bro. And sure enough, yo, I'm bleeding. The 911 piercing tells me to put pressure on my wound. And next thing I know, yeah, bro, ambulance comes. I grab my phone, my charger, my mask, all that shit. I'm bleeding out. And, essentially they did surgery on me. Like, I got punctured badly. They said that it was, like, fortunate because when they stabbed me, like, this one wasn't as deep as this one, but this one that was so deep, they said that if it was, like, boom, boom, I could have gotten a vital organ puncture, which could have been fatal. In other words, I could have died. But I didn't. I'm alive. Alive to tell my story. My story's like this. They literally punctured something that can heal in, like, 2 or 3 months. I really dodged a bullet on that one. Mind you, I don't trap, I don't smoke, I don't do squat. I study, I go to church, I teach kids how to skateboard. I go on dates with some pretty girls. Just making the effort to make ends meet too, helping my moms. Visit my family when I need to. I go to a therapist about once a week. I'm over here trying my best to make my dreams come true. These kids don't know me. They're like 16, 17 years old. They're lost in the world, yo. They need God's illumination. They need love in their family. Because I used to been like that. Now, mind you, I wasn't robbing random civilians. Nah. But I used to been in the shits. When I was in the shits, it was because I had like a tortured family. I had no relationship with God. I was lost in drugs. And so in other words, it's like hurt people. I don't know what these mother lovers were going through, but I forgave them. I made it clear that I forgave them. I tell people to pray for their families. I'll tell you to pray for their families because the only way to extinguish evil is by showering it with love. I learned that the hard way, which is another story for another time. This is the Mexican barrio. That ain't my first time getting jumped. But definitely, this is the first time where I had love showered at me. Because when I got stabbed, bro, everybody knew. Everybody in my little block knew. That 4-mile radius, they found out. Everybody shared it with one another, and now they over here, they're trying to find these people. Now it's like this. I trust God's gonna provide justice, right? I also trust that God's gonna lead some of His anointed children to protect some of His other children. Quite the story, is it not? Ladies and gentlemen, this is part 1 of, my recovery. Drinking ginger ale, because, I don't know. Never had ginger ale. It was good. Taking pisses in that little cup container. Literally grab that shit. Little hang. I grabbed the little cup right there. This right there. Put it by my ding-a-lang and then just urinate. Put it back. As you can see, during COVID, no one's allowed to visit. Well, one and only one person's allowed to visit. And I have like 40 to 100 people who want to visit me. I can't decide one. If I really could, it would just be God, but He's already with me. So, I'm just here alone, physically, but I'm cared for, though. I got people waiting for me on the other side, trying to give me food. I got nurses that come in and out, like, every hour. Like, I'm good. I'm Gucci, yo. Like, I got people who really fuck with me. It's beautiful, is it not? It's like you get stabbed, you have, like, a near-death experience, just to find out that people really, really pray for you to be alive. Fantastic, is it not? I think it's maravilloso. ¿Cómo crees? Leave it in the comments. Let me know what you want to see, bro. This is my life. This is my reality. And hopefully that someone can watch this and turn the other cheek just like Jesus did. Yo soy un cristiano muy, muy fuerte, man. Entonces, my spirit is bigger than a fucking Goliath. Pardon my language. Let me end this with saying God loves you so much. Even though I got stabbed, I was able to say, I praise God. I love God. I thank God. I don't necessarily ask why this happened to me. Nah. I trust that everything's going to work out for the good of those who serve the Lord according to His purpose and plan. You know, when Rosa Parks, this black lady who refused to give up her seat, she went straight to jail. But you know what happened on the outside of jail? Her friends, her family, they was calling up everybody they knew just to get her out. They started riots, protesting. MLK Jr., he got the word. He was like, who's this Rosa Parks girl? And then they started doing it. So when Rosa Parks got there, it created a little domino effect. So where my head is at is like, my homies called their homies. And then their homies called their homies. And I prayed that Copeland 2.5 changes for the better. I've been praying on it for a while, and I feel like God tells me now's the time. Pushing domino after domino. Because the thing is, people get shot at in Cope. People die in Cope. Some girls get raped in Cope. Drugs get trafficked in Cope. People get kidnapped. It's the same story, different victim. This time, though, the victim was a truly anointed child of God. Ha. So watch what God does as He pushes those dominoes forward, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for watching. I may not know you, but if no one told you they love you, trust that God loves you. Thank you for watching. Comment what you want to see about my life. And until then, meanwhile, disfruta and enjoy life and seize the day and be grateful that you didn't get shanked walking home. Because even if you're a civilian, shit happens in this evil world.